And here I am with the one and only Simon Hall
Hiya.
at the Metal to the Masses final at the Riverside in Selby.
One of many. One of many.
You've been on the road a bit.
Yeah, a little bit. I've done Norway, Kent, London, Manchester, Glasgow last night, and here I am in sunny Yorkshire. Isn't it sunny? Yeah,
Is it Reading tomorrow?
No, it's Nuneaton. I've already done Reading.
You've done Reading.
Nuneaton, and then Plymouth, Bristol, a whole bunch of places still to go. So yeah, it's going really well. Really, really well. Quality of bands this year, I'd say, is year on year it seems to get better. I tend to see a change in sort of what the musical styles are with a lot of these breaking bands, and there's a lot of melody and a lot of aggression in the stuff that they're doing at the moment, and it's transcending into some really good stuff. Really good, really good. So.
Excellent. Yeah, I know. I understand it's getting tougher and tougher from what.
Yeah, it never gets any easier. It never gets any easier. But you know, you kind of. What I do say about the whole thing is, as much as this is a competition, it is also, and really, it's primarily about getting the underground to be recognised, and also giving a leg up to the venues, giving a leg up to the promoters, and giving a leg up and a platform to the bands to play in front of, you know, unfashionable, self-minded people like ourselves. You know, that apparently we're unfashionable because we're alternative. You know. But that's long may that continue.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know, it's been great, and it's getting bigger and bigger year on year. What happens is they come to the finals, they play the finals, they choose a band to play at Bloodstock. They not only play at Bloodstock, but they get viewed again at Bloodstock with relation to possibly playing Wacken or possibly playing Metal Days. And we will be announcing another 2 festivals that are going to be linked in with it next year. We can't announce it yet, but yeah, it's all good stuff.
Big stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is. It's really important as well.
Yeah.
You know, got to be dead honest, it's a bit of a lost leader for us. It doesn't make us any money because, you know, all due respect to every single band that plays, they're not going to pull numbers that's, you know, the Lamb of God's will. You know, let's be honest. But having said that, if we don't do it, we'd feel as though we're missing out on something. You know, and we kind of look at it and say, well, look, if we don't do it, who the hell's going to do it anyway?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know,
and that's like they say, these big bands can't go on forever.
This is it. I mean, you know. We've unearthed some cracking bands over the years. You know, Bull Riff Stampede last year, for example. You know, they're just about to get a Wacken, and they'll be playing on the Sophie stage on the Thursday. We've been out with those boys personally, and they're great, and they're really on the up, and they're a killer band. You know, there's been Akron in the past from Scotland, another great band that's doing good and recording again at the minute. So there's so many good bands out there, and we have to use this as a platform. You know, to say to all media types and all, you know, everybody, and the British music buying public, look, support your homegrown because it's bloody good.
It's very good,
yeah,
very good, and it's not. Don't sit in on a Saturday night watching some sort of.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, don't start me on that. God, you know, let's avoid the X Factor thing, shall we? Just in case I go off on one. It's too hot. It's too hot. Yeah, on the way down here I slept in the van. I thought I'll have 20 minutes in the back of the van because people may not realise I don't actually go around in a nightliner, an air-conditioned nightliner. I've literally travelled like bloody country in the back of my Toyota van, which is great, and I love it, and I've got a little camp stove and everything. But when it's really hot, it's fucking horrible. Because I had a 20-minute cat nap in the back of the van that turned into a 2-hour full snooze, and I woke up feeling like a prisoner of war in a hot box. It was bloody awful. Because I had to close the windows just in case somebody decides to, you know, reach in. So yeah, it's been, you know, you've got to make of it what you will. It's just good fun.
And it's a glamorous lifestyle, of course.
You know, I've always been the glamorous type. You know. So yeah, it's good, and long may it continue. Long may it continue.
And of course, Beholder are playing on the main stage.
Well, you know, I know people on the inside.
You don't say.
Yeah, I did love it when you know. For those of you who haven't seen Beholder, we're actually quite good.
They are. You've seen them.
Yeah, don't listen to what those bastards on the forum said. As soon as Beholder were announced, it's only because the fat bastard works for them. Oh God, thanks. Yeah, I got loads of grief for that, but you know, I don't care. We're really flying at the minute. The album's been accepted, you know, critically and by the fans. We've sold a shitload of albums.
Brilliant.
Which is, you know, it's really good because we decided to put the album out ourselves this time. We're not going through any labels. We got stung so badly last time. We thought, no, we're not going to do it. So we're going to put it out ourselves. And we're reaping the benefits of it, really. You know, a lot of young bands, a lot of these bands sort of ask me, should I sign to so-and-so, should I sign to so-and-so? I say 9 times out of 10, unless you're really confident in the deal, do it yourself. Because, you know, at the end of the day, record deals aren't what they used to be. You know, it's not a case of signing a dotted line and somebody throwing thousands of pounds at you. Far from it. You sign the dotted line and you throw thousands of pounds at it. You know,
you work hard.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day as well, it's not. You know, you have to pay for the recording, you have to pay for the duplication, you have to pay for the run-offs, you have to pay for the printing, and then you give it to a label to promote it. Well, that's a promotion deal, surely. So I suggest to a lot of bands, just unless they're really confident in what they're doing and what they're signing, 9 times out of 10, do it yourself. Because who promotes a band better than the band itself?
And the fans,
no
word of mouth, and spread it. People
the fact is, use these media outlets, use these internet outlets that we've got now, and use them wisely. Don't use them fleetingly. You know, at the end of the day, Facebook is a good tool if you use it right. If you don't use it right, then it's you know, and you just talk shit on there all the time. Then you know, but use it correctly, and you know, and there's the fact is, you know, you can upload your tracks to iTunes in a heartbeat. You don't need to give your music to a record label to own for 5 years minimum to do that. So, you know, unless, don't get me wrong, there are good labels out there that will look after them, will look after bands, but it's hard for the labels and it's hard for the bands. So I suggest 9 times out of 10, I suggest doing it yourself. Sod it.
You
know what I mean?
That's the way to do it. And there are a lot of bands that are starting to do it that way now. Yeah,
don't get me wrong, if Nuclear Blast or Universal or anybody like that wants to get in touch, the email's there. Okay, can you put that in there? Ticker tape it across there you go. Yeah, that's my email, just get in touch with me there. You know. Beholden. Thank you.
So, you're really, besides doing all the Metals and Masses, and besides playing Bloodstock, when you're there, you're always running around.
I am, basically, I get there on site about 10 days before the festival, and I'm there for the build-up, so, you know, it's literally a patch of ground when I get there, and then by the time I leave, it's a patch of ground that's just been decimated by thousands of metalheads. And I'm usually there afterwards picking up the litter as well. But no, I do the production for the Sophie stage, for the New Blood stage, and for the Jaeger stage, so I have to get all the lights, the PA and everything there, and all the crew. I oversee all that, and then throughout the weekend, I'm just here, there and everywhere. But I've actually said this year that on the Saturday when we're playing, I'm just going to be a diva. I'm going to be a proper diva. Yeah, I'm going to become one of the bands, you know, on the main stage, demanding lemon-scented towels and, you know, cherries and shit like this. You know, where's my rider? I am, just to do the Reds in.
I was going to say, you can have a Blackie Lawless moment.
I don't think I'd ever be that bad. I don't think I could ever force myself to be that bad. Hi, Blackie. Yeah, it's amazing how the industry can turn you into a bit of a pillock, really, isn't it? He's a strange one. Bless him. No more. I can't say any more, just in case.
And you're already working on 2014 as well.
With regards, well, The thing is, we've just put this album out, and it was so well received. We sort of 6 months down the line said, should we do another one? So we're thinking of getting back in the studio towards the end of this year and early next year to do another album to be released. We don't know when, but you know, we're not going to rush it. But we got that, and we're already working on 2014 for Bloodstock as well. Might be some surprises at 2013 about 2014. Who knows?
Get yourselves there.
For those who haven't been, it's the best of festivals. It really is, because it's not too big. You know, we're looking at 12 to 15,000 people there this year. You know, which is comfortable. You know, and it is a friendly festival. It is a family festival. You know, and when we can work the festival with that size, but we can still get in bands like Slayer, King Diamond, Lamb of God, Accept, Avantasia, Devil Driver, Exodus. You know, the lineup this year is stunning.
I know.
Stunning. I know. It's really, really good. It's something we're really excited about.
And we were quite excited because we heard announced a couple of days ago Scream was going to be there.
That's right. Yeah, they won. That was really good actually, because Hobgoblin have been the main sponsors for the whole Metal to the Masses this year. Great partnership, simply because they work with beer, and that kind of works for me. But no, they're great guys, and they support it. And they ran a video upload competition, a Metal to the Masses video upload. And we were unsure this year how it was going to work, but by Christ, we had over 250 bands applying videos from everywhere, from the UK, from Costa Rica, Bolivia. You know, the whole South America was massive on it, and India. You know, again, Indian metal is really taking off now. It's huge, especially in Jakarta and places like that. So, you know, what happened was we just said, okay, we're just going to do this as an open vote. We won't get involved, just let the people vote on it, you know what I mean? And, you know, funny enough, it was a UK band that won it this year, but I don't think it'll be the case next year, because it's going to be huge. I mean, you know, 250 bands and thousands of votes in the first year, in its conceptual year, so we're really, really pleased with it, really pleased.
Good way to do it. And you're right about saying that bands from India, because we get sent stuff from bands from India. We had one, and Australia, because I think we announced one day that the bands we've had all seem to sound like AC/DC. So from there,
we got an influx of stuff that really didn't.
So it works that there is all this diverse music, but unfortunately on mainstream radio, we don't get a chance to hear, which is really good.
Yeah, I guess everybody thinks that the only thing in Australia is AC/DC and Airborne. It really isn't. It really isn't. I mean, I know in Perth there's a massive extreme the movement out there. There's loads of extreme bands out there, which is really cool. Because I've got friends out in Australia who sort of keep me abreast on what's going on. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Metal to the Masses Australia. Do you reckon I can wang it with the office? But I'm not doing it in the van. I mean, you know, why not? I mean, the fact of the matter is, you know, it's out in Norway now, it's not in Ireland. Unfortunately, the one in India, it did start, but it's kind of fell through due to whatever reason. It's not a major problem, but I think over the coming years, we do want to sort of take the template that Wacken's got with the Metal Battle and sort of take it out to different countries and say, look, this is a festival. You know, if you guys can run it over there, we'll come along and judge it. And I think that's one of the things people sort of are comfortable with now, is the fact that I do judge it fairly. I go along to all the finals and I have no preconception on what the bands are when I get there. I don't know, you know, and I've got no loyalties to anybody locally. I just keep it as, you know, I'm judging the bands purely on the merits of musicality, stage performance, and what they do on the night. If you sell it to me on the night, you get a blood stop. It's as simple as that, you know. And it does get hard when there's, I mean, last night in Glasgow was a prime example. 6 bands, and to be quite honest, 6 bands that should have been playing Bloodstock. But I had to make a decision, and what I do is, as much as I congratulate the band that won it, I try and make sure that I go to every single band and say, look, you know, it's a tight call, and please, please, please don't think that my judgment on this is a reason why you should call it a day. Fucking no chance. That's not what it's about. It's about the fact that you're now on our radar. You know, thankfully, due to the Metal to the Masses, I know who you are now. You know, and let's hope that, you know, in years to come they get on the stage. You know.
We always ask our guests a fantasy question. 2 years ago at Swansea was the Big Four. If you were one of the Big Four, beholder, which other 3 bands would you have on stage with you? What song would you cover and where would it be? And it could be one of your own songs.
Fucking hell. So first question is which of the 3 bands would play alongside us?
Alongside you.
Alongside Beholder?
Yeah, on stage with you.
Anthrax.
Yeah.
Anthrax would be one of them. They're my favourite of all thrash bands. Or Exodus. Oh shit.
You have 3?
Yeah, I know. It wouldn't be Metallica. It wouldn't be Megadeth. Another track record. Who would I have? this is me, not Beholder now.
Yeah. All right.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'd have Rainbow with Ronnie James Dio. I mean, we're going back in time.
Oh yeah,
okay?
anybody, it's fancy question.
Okay, yeah, I would. I'd have Rainbow with Ronnie James Dio. I'd have Sabotage doing Hall of the Mountain King, and I'd have Anthrax.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
That would be fucking amazing. And Beholder, can I scrub Beholder because it ruins it?
Just you.
No, not me. No, just pick another band. No, that would, we'd have to play on another stage somewhere, in about 3 fields away, because I'd have.
And where would it be?
Oh, it'd be at Bloodstone. No, I'm not going to say Sonospheres, am I? Because it doesn't exist anymore.
It could be anywhere in the world.
Oh yeah, okay.
Anywhere in the world.
I'll tell you what we do. We take all my crew, all the stage, and we relocate it somewhere really warm, where we know it's not going to rain. Not that it's going to rain at Bloodstone this year.
No.
We know that because we've already had word with both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be Bloodstock. I think. I just, the atmosphere there. It's just, for me, it's fucking great.
Brilliant.
Yeah, when you say it, you see me running around. Yeah. I am running around. I'm stressed out of my head, but I'm smiling all the time because I just see so many kids, just loving life, and that's what it's like. Sometimes when you go to the bigger festivals, you're like cattle, and sometimes it's a bit restrictive, but everybody's open and free and has a lovely time. It is like the Woodstock of metal, hence it's Bloodstock.
And we were very lucky last year and the year before to interview a lot of the new bands on the Bloodstock, the new Blood stage, and they all say how well they're treated.
They're as big a rock star as the Slayers and King Diamonds of this world, in my opinion. And they have to be looked after. They need to go out and walk away from the whole festival thing saying that was as good an experience as we could have envisaged. And that for me is really important, because then it's going to energise them to keep going, to keep pushing and keep striving and getting better, learning their craft better, and then we might have a new Slayer, we might have a new Anthrax. I mean, look at Evil, look at what they're doing now. I know they didn't do the metal to the masses, but they were a band that we chose via the unsigned. Lee chose them back in the day, and Evil are flying now. Cracking band. Yeah, long may heavy metal continue, I say.
Absolutely. One question, which is another sort of funny one, really. If you could cover any cheesy song, Beholder, and make it your own, real cheesy, bad one.
Oh, a bad one?
Yeah, cheesy bad, real cheesy one.
One man's weeds, another man's plant, because half the cheesy ones I really like. I tell you what we did do is we did cover Sabotage's Hall of the Mountain King, which was it was brilliant. It was really good because it is real, real cheese. Have you seen the video? Go on YouTube. Anyone out there, go on YouTube and check out Sabotage Hall of the Mountain King. It's a really grainy sort of early 80s video of a dwarf running around this cave, and it's fucking hilarious. Sabotage Hall of the Mountain King. It may be cheesy, but it's bang on.
Maybe we'll see you do that at
No. Absolutely no chance. Absolutely no chance. What credibility I may or may not have had would go out the fucking window if I did that. Fucking hell. Cool. But we'll be there August the 8th to the 11th. Everyone pop down, come and have a look. You'll enjoy it.
I understand day tickets are on
They're on sale now, They're on sale now, so you can pop down, and for those of you who don't like camping and whatnot, it's still what, 65 quid, to see. Like in one day there's probably 40-50 bands playing, so I think it was 100 I think we've got 120 bands this year, of which I've sort of done the paperwork for about 90 of them. That's why the bag's under the eyes. But it's good. Long may it continue.
Well, Simon, thank you ever so much for giving us your time on
Always
your very busy schedule.
This is going to be a warm one tonight.
It's going to be a hot one already.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
So drink responsibly, children. I will.
May the hobgoblin be with you.
May the hobgoblin be with you. There you go. That's the new one. See you later.
Alright, thank you ever so much.